Okay, so today after class, a student came to me and asked a couple of questions. So I felt like I really needed to do a little video to explain to you all what was going on with your homework and why maybe it was so confusing. Remember, when we're talking about Pythagorean theorem, we have to know where the longest side is. So we have to be able to find the right angle first. So when I look at, let's say, this problem right here, it's kind of easy to figure out which one of those is the right angle because we have two acute angles. So I know right off the bat that that one is my right angle. But what about this one here with the U? It's really hard to figure out where my right angle is. And if you don't have a protractor at home, like I have here, and some of you do have them, I mean, you could use a protractor to find it, and it's easier than you think. Notice we have our little dash line there. We want to line that up right in there on the vertex, and then match up one of the lines. You can see, as I look at that, notice that my right angle would be right here. And that's obviously not where the right angle is, and it's not going to be a right angle. But let's look at this side. If I match up that, you can notice, look, it lines up perfectly. So that is a right angle. So I know that that one's my right angle. But maybe you don't have your protractor, and you're like, Mrs. Stickler, I can't find my protractor. Okay, well, do you have a piece of paper? I'm using a piece of colored paper here, but you could use any paper you want. And you can just put that in the corner. Let's go over here. Do you see? When I put that right in the corner, you see how it matches? It's perfect. It's exactly a right angle. So let's look over here at this one. Let's check the one we knew wasn't a right angle. If I line it up, do you see how when I line it up, it's going to cover up that other side? So even if I trace it, look, I can see where that right angle is. Is that one smaller than a right angle? Well, it is. So let's go look at the other corner. And you can see the outline of the black, so I know that's my right angle. So that's a little hint when we're finding that angle. And then we can find our C, because the C is the side that's opposite that right angle. So A is the small, B is the medium. Remember, it doesn't matter which one you put the A and the B on, but I'm always going to try and put the smallest one on A. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Well, we said A is 11, and I'm going to square it. Don't know what B is. And what about C? Well, I know that's 61 squared. 11 squared is 121. B squared, that's what I'm trying to figure out, and C squared is 3,721. Subtract 121 on both sides, and I know that B squared is equal to 3,600. Take the square root of both sides, and I know that B equals, now when you put that in your calculator, don't try and simplify first. Always try and put it in the calculator first. And well, let's do that. I've got a calculator right here, so you can see I'd already done it, but we'll do it again. 3,600, take the square root, and I know the answer is 60. So B is 60. And then, knowing that that answer right there is 60, what letter goes with that? Well, U. So go down here to the bottom of the page, find where you have 60, which is right here, and put the letter that corresponds to your answer in that blank. And that's what you're going to do on this whole thing. Simplifying radicals, it shouldn't be killer. If you're getting really stuck, let's say, for example, I didn't know what the square root, I couldn't get my thing to simplify down. Probably this one is going to be the one that gives you guys most of the problems. But let's say I've got an answer and I can't find it. Well, you could put in the calculator 6 square roots of 2. I'm going to get a decimal. Well, if my decimal that I get just doing this problem in the calculator matches, then I know that those problems would go together. That letter would go in that blank. Just kind of realize that you might have to play around with working backwards there, but I think most of you will be just fine on simplifying these radicals. None of them are too radical. There's my pun for the day. So I'll talk to you guys on Friday. Hope you have a good rest of your day.